Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have had some requests of doing a video of how I apply my Colorstreet nails, so I'm going to take you through this step by step from beginning to end on what I do. There are a ton of videos out there and it's pretty much preference to whichever way you would like to do it. So I always start out with these cotton rounds. I just get them from Ulta or H-E-B and I pull 5 of them out of the package and cut them in half just like that. So I will use these to remove my current nails. So I have all my cotton rounds right here. And now I'm going to use regular nail polish to take off my current set. I've had these ones on for about 2 weeks now. They still look really well. I don't know if you can see. I just have a little bit of growth on the bottom and it's not St. Patrick's Day anymore. So I'm just gonna redo them and take some time for myself. But I got these little plastic nail clips off of Amazon. I think they were only $5. You get a set of 10, but I only use 5 at a time. So this is the nail polish that I've used. It works fine. I will say that, like any cheap drugstore brand or store brand, it doesn't have to be like anything fancy, will work just fine to take it off. But I will say that for giggles, I got this one and this one works way better. I don't know if it's a different formula of how they make it, but I prefer, like, the nail polish just slides right off. But I'm gonna use this one just to finish up the bottle. So I take my little cotton round that I've cut in half, put some nail polish remover on it, put that swab on my finger, just like that, and then I take my little clip and I clip it on, just like that, and I let it soak while I do the rest of my nails. So let me go ahead and finish doing that. So I will say that the regular solids and nail designs of Colorstreet come off really easily with the nail polish remover. But I'm not gonna lie, when I have the glitter, like I have on my thumbs as an accent nail, the glitters take a little bit longer to get off than the regular solid colors. And also if you double layer them like I do, so I have the clover and then I laid the gold on top of it. When there's double layer of nail polish, it does also take a little bit longer for your nails to soak and come off. I'm just gonna sit here and looking like crazy while my nails soak. I do let them sit for anywhere from a minute to 5 minutes. It just depends on the design. So like I said, the glitters will take a little bit longer to come off and the solids are like instantaneously, they are removed. With this cheaper brand nail polish, if you use the name brand like this one, I don't have to let it soak at all. It just slides right off, literally like butter. So let me wait for these to soak. Okay, let's go and take these bad boys off and see where we're at. So you can already see the nail polish right there. So I'm just gonna slide it off like any other regular polish. Beautiful. See how that one came off really easily? Like no mess or fuss with it. Let me show you this one. I did an accent nail and it's glitter. So not only is it glittered, it's double layered. So I have 2 Colorstreet strips on one nail. So you can see how that one is a little bit tougher to take off. And I always want to be completely open and transparent with you guys about the nails. I'm not gonna lie to you just for you to buy them. It's truly something that I enjoy with doing my nails because they last longer for me. I've tried regular polish. It chips off in about an hour. My regular nail polish will chip, and the salon nails damage my regular nails, and they're kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want my nails to be damaged, and I don't want to have to worry about making an appointment and going into the salon and doing all of that. It's just not something that suits my lifestyle because I am very busy. Not now with all the coronavirus going on. I have plenty of time, but again, I don't want to be going out and, you know, risking exposure, and I could just do my nails from home. So as you can tell, this one, I did have to work a little bit at it to get it off, but I had 2 sets on there and a glitter. And the more you do them, the more it'll make sense. So this one was just a regular nail polish, like just 1 strip, and it like just comes off super easy. And again, I truly do believe that the nail polish remover makes a difference. I would have never said that before because I've used generic nail polish remover my whole life. I've never like splurged and bought a brand name or, you know, a more expensive one, but it did work for me a lot better. But and again, it's preference, you know, it's whatever you want to buy for you. This one, the generic one, does work. See how much easier that came off? Okay, and then my thumb was a glitter as well. So a glitter and 2 sets. So you can see that. I'm gonna have to work a little bit to get it off. But if you are new to Colorstreet, pretty much what it is, it's 100% real nail polish strips, and it'll come in a strip just like this. And I don't want to say it's a sticker because it's not a sticker, it's real nail polish. It just applies like a sticker would. So super easy. So you can tell I'm having a little bit more of a harder time getting the glitter off. Whoops, I realized I'm shaking my entire tripod too. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the glitter does take a little bit more work. And again, complete transparency. I'm not ever gonna lie to you guys to buy something that you're not gonna be happy with. I want you to be fully happy about your product and know what you're getting into. Before. So yeah, if you're new to Colorstreet, like I was saying, I'm so scatterbrained right now, but real nail polish, and it lasts longer than traditional polish or a salon visit. And if you join my Facebook group, which I will link down below, you can see like my testimonials as well as others, and I'll do like day 1 versus day 16 pictures to see how the nails hold up. But there we go. Beautiful. Real nails. So let me go ahead and do this side, and I'll be right back. But let's do a trial error. How about that? That sounds really fun. On camera for you guys. Okay, so again, cotton round, I cut in half. Let's use this like name brand polish. I don't really know if it's name brand. It's more expensive than the H-E-B brand that I got. Okay, and then I put my little clip on like that, and then we clip all the rest of them. This nail polish smells better too. I think they put a scent in it. And guys, I have no rhyme or reason of which cotton side round I use. I just put it down. It's all the same to me. So let me show you. This is like a rough side, if you can see the ridges, and then they have a smooth side. It doesn't matter to me. There we go. Let's clip those on. Okay, and I will be right back, and we'll see which one. I showed you removal of the generic polish onto this hand, and I used the more expensive polish remover on this hand. So let's just do a live demo and see which one works better, right? I'll be right back. Okay, so this hand has not been soaking for very long at all. Let's just see what we have. Boom. Look at that. Oh, it just feels so nice too. I don't know how to explain how nice this nail polish remover feels. And I just realized I got it all on that hand, so I'll take that off in a minute because I'm not this handed. Okay, so this is the real testament. This is the glitter side. And like I said, this nail polish was not soaking as long as the other one was. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh yeah, look, one little swipe and it's already almost all off. If you remember on the first one, I had to like really work at it. Look how easy this one's coming off. So I think that this nail polish remover, this one works a little bit better than this one, but honestly, it truly does not matter. You clearly saw that this one takes off the nails just fine. So it's completely up to you. Once I use up the cheaper nail polish remover, I will probably just continue to buy the other one because it smells good. I like the way that it feels. It feels really luxurious is that? I don't know how to explain that. Oh my God, look at that one, came off immediately. Yeah, definitely a fan of the, what is that, Cutex brand? Gorgeous. Okay, and then again, this was the glitter dipped. So this had 2 strips and glitter. Yeah, way better. Like, that's pretty. I know I'm weird. I like seeing my nail polish come off. Yeah, way easier. Okay. Yep. All right. So let me clean up my hands. I'm gonna wash them real quick and I will be right back. Okay, I just did a quick wash on my hands, totally unnecessary, but that's just what I like to wash my hands. It just makes me feel good. So that's where we're at. Now, after I have all of my nail polish strips removed off, this is when I like to go in and trim my cuticles, which I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up. Let me see if I can focus for you, but they're really not that bad because I trim them pretty much every week. It's just something that is like super addictive to me, and I don't know why. But at first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like doing my cuticles, but I actually really enjoy doing it. So, and again, I would say that this step is optional. It's definitely not necessary. You can still use the strips perfectly fine. This is just something that I like to do because I think it makes it look more salon quality. But that's just my opinion. So I'm going to go in with this one right here and push down my cuticles. So I'll show you on my pinky. Hopefully you can see. I know this is kind of, my pinky is really little. Here, maybe I'll do it on my thumb so you guys, it's a bigger surface area. So I just come in along the side. I don't even know if you can see this. Let me try to focus on it. There we go. So see all that like white stuff? That's the cuticle that's coming off. And I go all the way up to the side because my cuticles are ridiculous and that's how far up they grow. Most people probably, they don't grow that high. I don't know. I'm not a salon tech. I don't see a bunch of fingernails all day, but that's just how my cuticles grow. They grow all the way on the side of my nail bed. And I'm just gently pushing all of that away. Oh, it's so satisfying. I know this actually looks kind of gross now that I'm doing it on camera. But I like seeing that stuff come off. Okay, but anyways, so if you don't go all the way up to the side like that, you'll come to your regular nail bed, which I really don't have a lot of cuticle because I trim them all the time. But you just push down gently. I don't know if you can see me pushing or it moving. And then once you have that main part pushed down, I come in with this little, whatever this tool is. I have no clue, but here it is again, so you guys can find it. I'm guessing it's a cuticle trimmer, but don't quote me on the terminology. And you put it right up next to your cuticle, and you just run it along across. I don't know if you can even see, but I'll show you after. Just run it across. Okay, well, it trims off all that excess. Sorry, my camera is not cooperating with me, but it just takes off all that extra cuticle. And I hope I'm explaining this in a way that everybody can understand. So I take off all that extra gunk. And again, totally optional. I'm gonna do the rest of them off camera because this video is already gonna be super long. And then I'll come back and we can get straight into the application. Okay, so that's done. Honestly, it doesn't take me very long, maybe like 10 minutes, but I have been doing Colorstreet for about 1.5 years. And for the first like 6 months, I did not trim my cuticles. It's something that I just started to get into. And honestly, I cannot stress this enough, guys. It is complete preference. You do not have to trim your cuticles. I just feel that it makes the overall look better at the end, but it's all preference. So let's go ahead and get into what you get when you purchase your nails. So I just opened the back of it. And here it is. So it'll always give you instructions right down here in case you're more of a read and learn type of person. I am not. I'm very visual. So that's why I'm showing this today. And a lot of people requested to see it. So you get a nail alcohol swab, a nail file, and then the actual nail strips themselves. Just like that. Okay, and I'm gonna set the package aside. So now would be the time where if you wanted to cut your nails down with just a regular nail clipper, then you could do that now. I do mine at the end, and I'll explain like as I go. But here's the nail file. You can also at this time file your nails down to the desired length and shape if you're into that. Again, not necessary. So my husband actually picked this set out for me to wear. It's really pretty. This is Water You Up To. So I think he did a really good job of picking out my set for kind of spring, going into summery feels. And then this set I've already opened and used it before. This is a pedicure set, and it's Chop It Like It's Hot, but I really liked the purple color, so I used it on my fingernails, and I'm going to be using it as an accent on my fingers again today. So keep in mind, this is a pedicure, like I said, so it's meant for your toes. So you could see how much wider those strips are than these strips, because our toes normally have larger nail beds than our fingers. So I'm gonna use that as an accent, and I'm gonna use this as my main nail. You don't have to do accents. I've just been wearing Colorstreet long enough where I like to play with my manis and do like mixed manis and have fun with it. Okay, so in your package, when you open it up, there are 16 individual strips sized for different nail beds, and I'm gonna show you how I size them up. So I only use 5 of these strips because I get 2 nails out of 1, and it'll make more sense as I go along. I'm just gonna put this second strip in the package, back in the package, because I already know that I will not be using all of them. So like I said, there's 16 strips and I only use 5 of them. So that means that I can wear this one color 3 different times if I wanted to. And each application gets me 2 to 3 weeks depending on how rough I am with my nails. So here's your strip, and you just tear them apart at the butt base like that so you can measure. So again, I'm going to be doing accent nails, so I'm going to measure for my pinky, and the way that I do that is, here, I'll lay them back out. So this is how they came in the package. So this is the smallest size, and you just put it up to your finger like this. So I can tell, like, let me do it on this side, that see how there's like a little gap on my nail? This is too small. It's too small for my pinky. So I'm gonna not use that strip and go to the next size up. And I already know this is the size that I use, but because I've been using them for so long. But I'm gonna put it right on my nail bed just like that and line it up. And it fits perfectly all the way around with no nail showing. So I know that this is the correct size for my pinky. And like I said, this strip will go on this finger and on this finger because these strips are quite large. They're very long. So that's my pinky. And let's go ahead and open up my pedicure set. Okay, so as previously stated, this is for your toes. So they are longer or larger rather than, whoops. So they are meant for a wider nail bed. So I'm gonna have to do some trimming on them. And I accidentally like ripped this one off already, if you can see this little clear plastic. So I'm probably just gonna use this one anyway, just so it doesn't dry out. But the same concept with these, you would just go like this and measure. Actually, that might fit my thumb. It's a little short for my thumb, but I think I'm gonna try to make it work anyway, since I've already like ripped this. I was aggressively unwrapping. So that'll be for my thumb. And let's find one for, I'm gonna do my accent nail, the ring finger and my thumb in purple. Just why not, a little bit different. So again, this one's a little bit bigger, but I will show you, that's fine, because I will show you how to trim them down to make them fit. So I got my pinky, my ring finger, and this is what I do every time so that I know I have the correct amount of strips out and I'm not, you know, like pulling different strips. So since I already have my accent nails pulled out and ready to go, I'm putting all of these back in the package, and I'm gonna seal this back up because I have all of these strips that I don't need this application. And this is just a trick that we stylists and people that already use Colorstreet do. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there that this is not something that the company says or stands by of being able to reuse your strips. So they will stand by the 7 to 14 days that you'll get out of when you first open the package. But if you reseal it, it's pretty much like on your own. They're not gonna give you your money back for reusing them. Hopefully I'm making any sense, but it works. I've done it before. Clearly I've already used this package. So I just take my straightener, you can use an iron as well, and I seal it back up just like that on the end, just to make sure that the strips in there stay, I guess, wet. They're not really wet, but that they don't dry out, because it is 100% real nail polish. So same with your traditional polish, if you left the top off of it, the bottle would dry out. Same with these guys. So if you want to use these again, instead of throwing out the pack after you've gotten what you need, seal it back up and you can reuse this again. Back to the sizing, we're at my pinky and a ring finger, and now I'm going to go into my middle finger, and again I'm just going to line it up just like that. And you can see I don't see any, I see a little bit of my nail on that side, but it's not going to bother me, so I'm going to use this size. And I've got, and then again, I line them up just like that so I can be okay. Pinky, ring, middle, we're good. And now this one. So, and that one fits. It's actually a little bit on my skin, but we'll trim it, no big deal. So I'm gonna use those, and then I already pulled out one for my thumb. And again, this one is a little bit small, but I'm gonna use it anyway because, yeah, I fat fingered it. So I have all of these from that one strip left. I'm gonna put them back in my package. And I can use these again as an entire set because I only used 3 out of the 16. Or I can choose to, at a later date, pull them back out as an accent like I did with this purple one right here. And just, you know, make my manis a little bit more fun. Okay, so once I've got those back in the package like this, again, sorry, I'm just gonna take that little glue off. So they're back in the package again, and I am going to take my hair straightener and seal up the ends, just like that. So now they're sealed, there's no air getting them, they won't dry out, and I can reuse them later. So each package roughly goes from anywhere from $11 to $13, depending on what style you're getting. And if you divide that by how many uses you get, it's literally like $1.80 a week. So super affordable. Okay, so now into the good stuff of why you guys probably started watching this video, and I do apologize if it is longer. I'm just trying to be as like thorough and transparent as I can so you guys know exactly what you're getting into and what I do on a daily basis of how I do my nails. So each strip, again, or each package comes with this alcohol swab. I've already washed my hands, but I do this anyway, and it's recommended. So just go ahead and clean off your nail bed just in case any, you know, debris, if you trim your cuticles or anything left over is in there. You just want like a nice clean application. And, you know, with the coronavirus going on, it's probably not a bad idea to be alcohol swabbing our fingers. Just dipping them in Clorox. Okay. So that is done. Nice and clean. I go over it a second time. I'm super OCD, guys. Like, don't mind me. Like I said, I washed my hands after my nail polish remover, but that's just me. You definitely don't need to do that. I like to. Okay, nice and clean, beautiful. All right, let me let that dry for a teensy second. I'm gonna keep my little handy dandy cuticle pusher here, and I will show you why in just a few minutes. And always start when you're working with your nails, go from the pinky to the thumb. And I'll explain that again as we get in more into the video. It'll make more sense. So each strip has this little plastic thing on it. If you can see where the purple is, I'm gonna peel the plastic off and put that in my trash pile. Now, right here where the silver meets the strip, you can't really see it on camera, but there is a little like indentation where the strip comes off. I like to bend mine just a little bit right there to help it peel off. You don't need to. This is, again, guys, this is just what I do in my application. I'm sure there are plenty of ways that you can do this, but this is just how I do it. But Now I'm going to remove the white backing. So I grab the silver tab and peel it off. And this is the actual nail strip. So throw the white backing away. So be kind of careful because this part, it's sticky. It's nail polish. It's not sticky like, oh my God, it's gooey. It's just adhesive, like a Band-Aid. So now you're gonna rip the little tab from your nail strip. And again, you don't need that part. So this is what I like to do. I keep the package right here, like close to me, and I just throw all my trash in it. So when I'm done, I could just take the package and throw it away. Okay, now let's get into the easiest mani of your life, I promise. So you have the strip right here. We've already measured everything. You are just going to line it up on your nail bed, just like that, and then push it down. Before you push it down, make sure that you like the position of it because you can peel these back up. And I'll show you that right now. So I'm looking at it, and I will say a tip is you do not want to go over your cuticle. If you go over your cuticle, it's not gonna adhere correctly to the nail and you might get some lifting on it. So if you can see, and a good way to tell if it's over your cuticle is it'll be a little bit raised. So you can see like there's a slight indentation right there. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it. But there's a slight indentation, which means that I went slightly over my cuticle. So I'm gonna peel it back up just like that. And as long as you don't push down hard and you don't leave it there for very long, you will be able to peel it back up and try again. So let's try one more time. So I'm just gonna put it down, and I like that placement better. So once I have the placement of it, I'm just gonna smooth it over my nail. And two ways to remove this excess, guys. You can either take your nail file and file off, but what is easier for me and what I like to do is I take my thumbnail and I pinch right underneath my pinky, my actual nail. So I'm using my pinky nail to remove the remaining strip, if that makes sense. And then it'll just peel off, just like that. Okay? And then I'm gonna smooth that over again. So I saved this piece right here and I put it on my pinky on this side. So we're gonna do that one more time. Just line it up with where you want it. And again, if you don't push down super hard, you can just peel it right back up and place it back down again. And I'm sorry, this is like difficult to do through my viewfinder, but there you go. And then once you have the placement, just smooth it over your nail and perfect. So this size is too big, and I'll show you what I mean and how to take that off. So again, on this side, I'm just gonna pinch right underneath my pinky and remove the excess. And I don't need that, so I'm gonna throw it away. Okay, and then so I'm smoothing this over, and as you can see, hopefully on this side, see how it went over my skin? There you go, that's better. So you have that little extra on the end that's on top of my skin. I don't want that. One, it looks bad, and two, it'll just peel up. So two ways to remove this that's on your skin. You can either use your thumb that you haven't done yet and go right along the edge of your nail bed and just peel it off. So see how it's peeling right off? And just peel it off with your thumb. Just like that. So that it fits your nail a little bit better if you have, stuff that hangs over. And I'll show you the second way you can do it on the next nail. All right, so our pinkies are done. Beautiful, easy, 2 seconds, right? Now, if you have anything that's like hanging over or pieces that you don't like on your nail bed, you can take your file and make sure you file away from your nail, because if you file towards it, you can risk picking up some of the strip that's already on your finger. Okay, so this is the reason why I didn't file my nails before I put my strips on, I can't tell if my nail is straight without anything on it because my fingers are funny. So I like to file my nails and shape them after I have my nail polish strip on. You just have to be a little bit careful. Like I said, make sure you're filing away from your nail so that you're not accidentally ripping up any of the strip on your finger. Which I just go like that and file away from it until I get the shape that I want. And the same with this side too. And that's as easy as it gets, guys. Like, let me go ahead and do another one. Hopefully you'll be able to see the purple a little bit better. So again, we're gonna peel off the purple tab. You're gonna peel the clear plastic off. I like to bend mine just a little bit. And then you take the silver tab and detach it from the white, and this is the strip that you're going to use. And the toe, again, this is for your feet, and they don't have a little like slicey thing to remove the tab, so I'm just going to leave it on. Okay, making sure I'm in camera for you, and then you're just going to put that right down on your nail. Just like that. Smooth it over. And then peel. Or sorry, pinch underneath your nail to remove that strip. Perfect. And actually, I don't know if this is going to fit. Okay, so the toenail ones are a little bit shorter than, yeah, it'll barely fit. Okay, so good to know. The pedicure sets, the nail bed is not as long as, or the nail strip is not as long as the manicure set one. So that's good to know. Probably because our toenails are shorter. They're fatter and shorter. Okay. So, and again, I'm just going to, if I have any extra that I don't like, I'm just gonna file it off. All right, so now, as you can see on this one, I am over my skin. If you see that indent in there, how I'm on top of my skin, you don't want that to happen, guys, because it'll start peeling up because it's not meant to adhere over skin. It's meant to adhere to a nail. So you can, again, the pinch method, which I already showed you, you can take your nail and pinch along your nail bed to make that come up, or you can use your cuticle pusher and you could do that instead. So I'm just gonna pinch right there and pinch right there and then pull it away. So see if you can see that extra is just coming off. And just gonna peel that up and pull it away. So that is way easier than trying to use your fingernail if you would like, 2 ways. So, and then there's my ring finger. Super easy. So now let's do this side. And since this is not shaped like this one, I'm gonna have to trim a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go on, like completely on top of my skin and not even worry about it. And then I'll remove it with the cuticle pincher. So again, coming right underneath just to remove that. Here, you can see how I'm just cutting right underneath. Okay. Taking my filing away from my nails to remove if there's any excess that I don't like. Okay, and this is going to be a perfect example. All right, clearly I went way on top of my skin, right? Can you see like the indent of my nail in there? So again, 2 ways to do this, guys. You can use your thumb, which is why we do our thumbs last, and just pinch right along your nail bed. And see how it'll come off, just like that. Okay. So you can use your fingernail to do that, which again, it's completely up to you. It's preference, whatever is easier for you. Or you can use your cuticle pusher and come in right along the edge of your nail bed and remove it that way. See it separating? So again, whatever you like to do for your preference. Just giving you some options. And I'm just gonna peel it off. Okay, and then I have just a teensy bit left on the bottom. So this is what I was talking about. If hopefully you can see that, how it's still, there we go. See how you have that weird indent? You do not want to go over your cuticle like that, because if you do, it'll just peel up. So we're gonna take that off too. Oh gosh. So we're gonna take that off too. Just like that. Boom. Beautiful. Whoops, sorry. I need to remember to stay in frame. So I have 4 fingers done. Easiest manicure of my life. I promise, like, you know, when you first start, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you do it, it's so easy. It takes me, if I'm not filming always takes a little bit longer to do, but because I want to make sure that I'm showing you guys like all of the tips and tricks and stuff, but if I'm not filming, it takes me about 10 minutes. Like 15 minutes if I'm trying to be extra on my cuticles, but that's still super fast, you know? So again, I just lined it up and I push it down to smooth it over my nail. Use my thumb, pinch underneath the strip and pull it off. Done. So that you can watch me put the rest of these down. But I just can't stress enough that these strips are very forgiving. So it's not like, you know, if you put it down, it's down for good. You can pull it back up as long as you haven't pushed very hard on it and try again. So no big deal. See how easy that was? Gosh, I can't. It's so pretty. Okay. And like I was saying, they do range in price depending on what you get. I believe solids are the cheapest. So solids are just like the purple where there's not any pattern or anything on them. And those are $11. And then if you get into some of the designs, like these ones, I believe were probably like $12. But when you divide it up by how many weeks that you are able to use them and how long they last, then it's worth it. For me, it's super cheap and affordable. So again, I'm gonna pinch underneath my nail. And this strip is a little bit long, so I already can see I have a little bit of overhang, which is no big deal because I am just gonna trim it off. This is what I love. Like, it doesn't matter if it hangs over your nail a little bit because you can always just come and pull it right off. Super cool. I'm obsessed. Clearly, I love them, so. All right, and then the same thing on this side. Just gonna put it down, smooth it over, and then use my thumb to trim it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys get to the thumb part because I have another tip for you so you don't mess up your manicure nails. So this side is overhanging a little bit as well. So I'm just gonna come in. I'm so sorry if my camera is not zooming the correct way. I hope you guys can see this. There we go. So I'm just gonna come in and use my cuticle pusher, and I'm pushing away from my nail bed, guys. I'm just putting it down and pushing away so you can see, hopefully you can see all that extra that's coming off. There we go. Okay, last one, and I have this one, the clear strip already fell off, so I might have to pull another thumb out because I didn't realize that the pedicure strips are not as long as the manicure strips. And like I said earlier, that this thumb one is a little bit shorter for my thumb, but I don't mind. You know, it's perfectly fine for me. I know that some people, it would bother them, but it's not a huge deal. So you just place it down, smooth it out. And I've actually never done my toes before. I need to though. Okay, and then pinch it right underneath. Right underneath your nail. Perfect. Okay, and then we're using this strip on this side, which hopefully it's long enough. Let's see. Okay, so I just completely covered up my skin. Don't even care. I'm going to trim it off anyway. So now this part, oh, no, it isn't long enough. Damn. Okay, so I lied. It totally was not long enough. Let's see if you can see, like it's too short to fit. So I'm just going to turn it this way and see if we can make it work. Nope. Nope. Okay, so I'll have to pull out another strip for that, but anyways, it's just gonna look funny right now because I want to show you guys how to trim off the excess of this nail. You know what? Let's just do a French tip. How about that? Okay, since clearly it's not long enough and I failed, I'm sorry. I thought that it would be long enough for both of my nails, and it is not. I'm gonna do a French manicure on this side. Okay, so same thing, you just put your strip down, line it up, push it down, smooth it over. Okay. So, since we've already done this thumb, and you don't want to use this thumb to pinch underneath here because it will slightly indent your color street that you've already done on this side. So what I like to do is use my nail file on my very last thumb and file away. And you could do this on all of them. I just like to pinch. It's easier for me, but if this method is easier, like by all means, like I said, it's preference on whatever you like. So you just file away from your nail like so. And then you just remove all of that extra so you're not messing up your current mani. Just like that. And I do have a little bit of overhang on my skin. So I'm gonna, again, just pinch it off. No big deal. Okay. So since I didn't have enough to do the full nail, I just did a French tip and it's actually really cute. I think I might have to do that again with all of my nails and not just that one, but we'll leave it. It's fine. It's not like I'm going anywhere with this, coronavirus going on. It's just me, so. There we go. Okay, and now after we're done, if you wanted to, I like to be able to see the shape of my nail. So this is when I will file them down, but you don't have to. Again, super unnecessary. It's just if you want to have a certain shape. All right, guys, and that is pretty much it. Again, so I do a top coat. Last part, this is the nail polish I've found that works the best, or this top coat. It dries in literally like 2 seconds. I have tried other top coats, and this one is by far my favorite. So I just go over my nails just really quickly, not anything precise or accurate, because if I happen to get it on my skin, it'll wash off, like no big deal. So, but I do like to add the top coat. And just a quick tip for you guys as well. Once you do your Colorstreet nail polish, make sure that you don't get your hands wet for at least 30 minutes after, because it is real nail polish. So you want to give it just a little bit of time to adhere to your nail bed. And this top coat, my manicure lasts me, like I said, anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. And that 3-week point, if they're still looking really good, it's just preference, because I have nail growth by that time, and I'm being completely like transparent, guys. I don't like to see the nail growth, so I switch them out. And if we're being like completely honest, I do mine at least once a week. I have tested it to see how long they will last. It just for my Colorstreet group and people, you know, testimonials, so that you can see how long that they do actually last. But I like to do my nails once a week. And that's just me. I like the change. I like that how inexpensive they are. So I have options where I can switch out my nails every week and not feel guilty. Because if I did that with a salon, like a manicure, it's going to cost what, like $60 minimum. And if I did that every week, you know, it stacks up, and I don't have time to get my butt to the salon anyway. This literally takes me 10 minutes, and I have a new fresh mani whenever I want, and I can have fun with it. It's honestly like a giant stress relief for me to just take some self-care for myself, even if it's 10 minutes a day, and, you know, have fun with it. I can mix all my manis. They come in a bunch of different colors and patterns and styles, so I'll show you. I have a few of the new spring releases, and this is just some, but I have a few of them right here, so I'll show you real quick. Like, they have all kinds of different colors and style patterns to whatever you like. Here's some more. These are clear overlays. I'm really excited to try. So you can put them on top of solids, and they look really nice. I ordered another set of these for myself. And they've got summer ones. Yeah, all kinds, guys. So that is how I apply my Colorstreet nails. Again, in that top coat, they're already dry. Like, see, like nothing's happening to them. So 2 seconds and that top coat's dry. But if you have any questions at all, please feel free to send me a message or comment down below. I do not mind at all answering any questions that you guys have. Also, I will link my Facebook group down below for you. That's where you can shop my party link. It does change every 3 months. The company will only allow me to have a party open, and then I have to get a new link for you guys to shop from me. So join the Facebook group. I'll link it down below, and join us, because we do a ton of games and fun giveaways if you wanted to get a nail set for free. Also, if you're new to Colorstreet and you're on the fence about it, send me a message and I will send you out a free accent nail sample, because I want you to be able to try it before you buy it and know that you love it, instead of, you know, like spending your money and not liking it. But I'll always be open and honest with you guys. So yeah, just shoot me a message if you want to try it, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I do apologize. It's a long one. Look how cute my thumb is. I like this thumb. But yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you then. Have a great day. Bye.